la 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 la.
It's the season to be jolly.
No!
Hey! Still home. Still in 2018.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got a vacation from teaching.
Man, but it's been great, not having to teach. You know, other teachers, much respect.
Yeah, you go
Those
through
kids.
a lot. Yeah.
It's tough learning those kids,
Have you been getting like portal phone calls in the middle of the night asking them out of time?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, man.
They've been tapping into my dreams.
Well, we got these implants. It hurts.
But, so, Mr. Tansky, we are a little bit closer to the big old holiday known as Christmas. Crispin even.
We're not in the month yet.
No, but we're close.
We're right there on the on the other side of the door. It's Christmas.
Mm-hmm. We got the jolly man looking over us.
The warm glow of electric sex. I mean, Santa.
That's right. And as we said, we're going to do a couple episodes, Christmas themed. And this one, we got some special stuff. We're going to kick it off right, I think.
Yes.
Get you folks in the mood. You humbuggers out there.
There's humbuggers?
I'm sure there's humbuggers. It's not in my vocab. I don't humbug.
No.
I am all about the Crispin evening.
Crispin Glover?
And him. But, so we're going to talk about Christmas songs.
Yes.
That we both really enjoy.
Yes.
And Christmas movies and or specials that we...
Stuff that helps us get in the mood if we're not. Because sometimes, sometimes I can be a humbucker. There's times.
I don't like that.
No. Not right now. I'm good.
But,
life.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
Life can be a real life thing.
Kick in the nuts.
It can be a real life day.
Say.
But
life day.
For me, Christmas always puts a smile on my face, my taint. It's a magical time. And so what I'm saying is, maybe you humbuggers out there will watch this episode and go,
change your tune.
And you know what? These guys, they have the spirit. They really like a lot of cool things that I should be liking during the holidays. Maybe I'll give it a second chance. Christmas.
Give it a try.
Give it a try. Or maybe you just won't watch this at all, which is fine.
That's fine.
But for
you, our friends.
For you Christmas lovers, I'm sure you'll love the nostalgic glow that creams over you. So yeah,
How we want to start? We want to do music?
I think we should do music first.
I love music.
Right?
I love music. Here we go. There was a glitch in the matrix. I keep a Case Logic. Remember that? Case Logic of all my Christmas CDs.
That's a lot of Christmas songs.
'Tis. To the point where I have so many that I actually just whittled them down to a list of my top 35 favorite Christmas songs. I'm not going to go through them all, but I did do the research many years ago, and I'm happy for it. So these are the 35 songs I have to hear at some point before Christmas.
So, has it been a thing for you since the beginning? Like when you were a child?
I don't think so.
Because I know for me, the music was a huge part of it.
I mean, it was huge in the sense that when I would go to my grandmother's for Christmas Eve, you had your classics, and I think that's why I love a lot of the classics, but you had your Frank Bing, Dean Martin songs playing on the stereo system. But it wasn't very prevalent on the radios. I feel like it was a special deal if the radio station was playing Christmas music, where today there's stations dedicated to Christmas music.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I think as a kid, I definitely didn't, during the build-up to Christmas, I didn't hear it a lot.
Right.
Radio. I guess I would hear it if we'd go into a department store or something.
Well, we didn't really have the means to kind of bring it with us.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was like records. You would just hear at home or at a relative's house.
But where I heard it was always the specials and stuff that I was watching.
Yeah.
So that is a connection to me now as an adult. When I hear a certain song, I can go back to watching that special, or like you said, Christmas Eves. Because our Christmas Eves, we would have family friends over, and some of the family friends they were musicians.
Oh, nice.
So sometimes they would play, and if they didn't, we would have the old record player on, and we'd have Christmas tunes going. Or there'd be a Christmas movie on. So, yeah, Christmas, the music has always sort of been a part of why I love the holidays so much.
Oh, definitely.
Because of nostalgia and because of, they're just good tunes. You know what I'm saying? It brings about that magical feeling. But I will say this, I don't know if it's the same with you, but if I hear a Christmas song in like May, no, it doesn't work.
Where are you that you hear at Christmas?
Well, like, because some movies,
for some reason they'll play, like, I'll catch Christmas Vacation in the middle of July. It's like, why is this?
Yeah, well, that's Christmas in July. They do that Christmas in July.
Oh, touche.
But because I guess if you're a movie fan, you watch a lot of movies year round. It doesn't matter what. So, like, say you watch Die Hard,
right?
You know, there's going to be that Christmas music in there.
True. All right.
But there's certain movies that I watch, like Trading Places, which has Christmas in it, but it's not necessarily a Christmas movie.
Right.
But there's Christmas tunes in it and things like that.
True.
But for me, so when I hear it, other than November and December, I'm always kind of like, meh.
Right.
Hurry up. Because I don't, it's weird, because I don't want to evoke those feelings yet.
Right.
You know?
You got to be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
That's why Christmas is my favorite over Halloween, because Halloween and horror movies and spookiness
that's all the time.
Yeah. I don't have a problem popping in, Halloween in March. It doesn't but where you've got this window of Christmas, and it's very special. That's why I embrace
2 months,
it.
Man.
Yeah.
November, December. That's a big build-up.
Yeah.
It's a tasty build-up. So for me, early November, I can rock those songs and start getting into the
yeah, definitely.
spirit. I kind of, being where we are in Rochester, there's a bunch of stations that will do it.
There's 2 now.
Well, there's also, what are you talking about?
101.3, but then 100.5 is doing it.
They do it.
Yeah.
But there's also the Canandaigua station.
Oh,
And Canandaigua starts like right at the beginning of November.
That's what happened with there's 3 XM stations, and they started right on the first. Yeah.
But yes, now I do listen to, because the 101.2 or whatever, 101.3, whatever that one, because they wait until now.
Yeah. But I feel like they were earlier this year as well.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that was because of 100.5.
Because we've been listening to 100.5.
Yeah.
Because the other one wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's funny how we can hear the same song by a different performer, and it doesn't become old. And I continually will sing along, and it's amazing how, like, if you heard 5 different versions of Dancing Queen, you'd be like, you'd change it. But 5 different versions of White Christmas, I'm in on all 5.
It's just
probably 500.
It's because it's a timeless song. It's a good song,
Right.
And speaking of that, do you want to start?
Sure.
Do
you want to
talk about your
my list?
Your faves? Yeah.
I actually have a long list this time.
I know. Mine's just kind of scattered.
I mean, do I go in a certain order?
Whatever you
Whatever
want, man.
works. I love 50s Christmas songs. So anything from like the Drifters to the Ronettes, Darlene Love. I just love that, like at the beginning of Gremlins, when Christmas starts playing.
Yeah.
But then there's some modern day stuff where I'm digging on. Like Bon Jovi does this every day. I wish every day could be like Christmas. Top notch. There's some Boyz II Men songs. Oh my God, loved Boyz II Men in the 90s. And they came out with a Christmas album, which I thought was so perfect. And I was kind of disappointed. But they wrote their own songs. They didn't really go to the standards, so I respect that. But there was two that were...
Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
ABC. BVD.
East Coast Family. They had two called Let It Snow and Who Would Have Thought, which made my list. Josh Groban. It's hard for modern day songs to crack the list, but Groban's album might be my favorite Christmas album.
Grubbin' with Groban.
Yeah, it's awesome. Grubbin' with Groban.
It's a good one.
Bare Naked Ladies. They've got some really good Christmas songs. I actually prefer the cast of Glee's version of Last Christmas. Though I love the Wham one, but my all-time favorite is Bing Crosby by Christmas with Mariah. A close second with All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah. I hate Mariah.
Well,
I just can't stand
like,
that song.
That song?
That song. Oh my God.
It's so modern mixed with the 50s.
I
It's
hate
so
it.
good.
It's
So
funny,
good.
every time it comes on, like, I'm looking at Katie like she just shat my cereal.
Does she like
loves
it? Okay,
oh, yeah,
good.
she loves it. I'm
Alright,
just
we
like,
commensurate.
switch.
Extreme. The hairband Extreme. Got some Bill and Ted. Christmas Time Again. Oh my God. I love that one. Top 5. I mean, Nat King Cole. Come on. I love
I like Cool King Nat.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Carol of the Bells because it's something out of like an action movie.
Well, those guys are fantastic. Those guys they were all part of different fantasy metal bands.
Oh, really?
And then they combined to
I didn't know
form
that.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah.
Vaughn Monroe's Let It Snow from Die Hard. Come on.
You have very eclectic...
I'm all across the board.
man.
There's a British rock group called Slade. Has a song called Merry Christmas Everybody. It was on the Office UK, which we'll bring up later. Christmas episode. Ray Charles, a bunch of songs from Christmas Vacation. I love that Mavis Staples' Christmas Vacation song is now a thing. Where when it came out with the movie, it wasn't, but
You know
now
what,
it's
though?
like it's in rotation.
I had the biggest issue with that song for a very long time.
Really?
Now
You
now as an adult, the only reason I like it is because Christmas Vacation, because I like the movie so much.
Okay.
As a melodic song, I don't like it very much. But so as a kid, when this movie came out, and I'm sitting in the theater and I'm waiting for this movie, and that Warner Brothers comes up, I'm thinking I'm gonna hear Lindsey Buckingham.
Okay.
You know, and I'm like,
I mean, Holiday Road, they could have like done a remake.
I know. And I get that, and I was like, what?
Why?
It just threw me off. I was like, I'm such a huge Vacation fan. Well, of the first 3. That
You don't like Vegas?
oh, what do you? No, it doesn't even exist to me. And for a while, my attitude was Christmas Vacation doesn't even exist to me either because of that song.
Oh, wow.
And honestly,
Very much?
I hate Johnny Galecki and
Julia Lewis?
like those Rusty and Audrey's. I don't like at all. I love Jason Lively. I love Anthony Michael Hall.
Mm-hmm.
I love those guys so much that when I saw the kids
this
in
guy?
3, I was just like, oh, these guys are like useless. They're not. There's nothing to them, you know.
That's just
So But I love Christmas, but I really do love Christmas Vacation. And I, now when I hear the song on the radio, I'm definitely like, Christmas Vacation.
We should watch that.
But
it's July.
There is part of me that even though I know it's not there, every time I put it on, I'm like, man, I wish Lindsey Buckingham was playing right now.
You should play over it.
Well, it's funny, and I think I might be imagining this, but there was I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but there was if I would watch this movie on television when it would come on, there's a part in the movie that I feel like they do play the song.
I mean, it's on the soundtrack.
But I don't know if I was imagining it or not. And I feel like it's when they're going to get their tree. And again, I don't know if I'm imagining it, if it was on a TV version or something, because it definitely is not in the film.
Right. Well, there is that deleted scene that's in the inside of the DVD cover.
But maybe I subconsciously,
right?
Man, this is where it needs to go.
Sinbad, genie movie.
Yes. That whole conundrum.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yes, love Christmas music. What do you got? I'm intrigued here.
Okay. Well, so
I feel like you'll have a lot of Christmas special,
well, not too much. Yeah, that is in there. Yeah. So, like you, my favorite Christmas music is 40s, 50s.
Oh my god, yes.
It just does it for me. That just makes me feel like Christmas. It's what I remember growing up because of movies or my and I grew up with my great grandparents.
You had older. Yeah.
So this type of music was played a lot, So I like the Jingle Bells from the 40s by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters.
Yes.
I love that version. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love any of the Christmas music that has that swing. Yeah, love it. It's so good. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I love that song.
The Gene Autry.
There's several different versions that I like.
Okay. That's the crazy thing. You have to kind of nail down which one.
But I like Bing Crosby's Santa Claus is Coming to Town as well. I love the Carpenters' Christmas.
Okay.
I love Elvis. Here Comes Santa Claus.
Oh my god, yes. I mean, there's tons that didn't even make the list that I could easily put on there. And Blue Christmas as well.
I like Santa Bring My Baby Back to Me. I like that song. I love Baby It's Cold Outside, Dean Martin.
Okay.
Walking in Winter Wonderland. That's a favorite of mine. Holly Jolly Christmas, of course, by Burl Ives. Any of those Burl Ives, Rudolph, Rankin and Bass songs, I'm all about them. Up on the Housetop, I love that song. Yeah, I mean, most of it is the oldie stuff. 40s and 50s.
Anything modern?
Yeah, there's a couple. Like, I love the version of 12 Days of Christmas by the Muppets. I love that. I love... Now, this is like an inside joke as well as... I mean, we play this year-round. It's part of the summer when we have Gash Bash and we're doing the swimming and all that stuff. We play Bryan Adams' Reggae Christmas. And we've done that all the time. But it just has become a funny inside joke.
Okay.
And the gang, we just love it. If it's... Anytime we're together, you're going to hear Reggae Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. The song in general is ridiculous. The fact that Bryan Adams is singing a reggae song about Christmas is just bizarre. The video growing up was always hilarious. Because I was like, why is Pee Wee Herman in this video with dreadlocks? Jumping around.
Did he come out with a Christmas album, or was it
one
of those
like
just
this song?
Oh.
You know? And he's performing the song at the MTV studios. And it's filled with people wearing Christmas stuff, but also Jamaican stuff.
Cultural appropriation, as it would be called now.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I always remembered it growing up thinking about this, having a reggae Christmas. It is Bryan Adams, the whitest man, Canadian, you know, poutine loving. I mean, like reggae
Adding
Christmas.
use the words loving.
So yes, I love reggae Christmas.
Okay.
And then I love the song "Christmas is the Time to Say I Love You" by Billy Squier. I love that song. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. But yeah, that's about as much as the modern as I go to.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wham song is okay.
Yeah.
I think with those songs, I think they overplay them. And that's another reason why I hate the Mariah Carey song, is that it's overplayed.
Yeah.
I hear it probably 5 times in the car. You know,
on the way to my house, which is a 5-minute drive.
It's just, you know, in a span of like an hour. It's just like, oof, okay. Enough. I get it. All I want with Christmas is you. All right. Oh, well, not this guy. And you don't hear enough of the other songs, like Reggae Christmas. Christmas is the time to say I love you.
That.
But yeah, those are, you know,
We should do like
my songs. I certainly love Rudolph and stuff like that, but...
Well, yeah. We should do like a Crept from the 80's, like combine our like do a playlist. Post it.
Yeah, for those all to enjoy.
And I won't put Mariah on.
Yeah, I don't know. Speak to us, folks. Let us know your favorite
favorites.
Christmas songs.
Yes.
What do you love? What do you hate?
Oh, Christmas shoes.
Christmas shoes?
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's the guy that did Butterfly Kisses.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Christmas shoes.
Look it up. And then
Hippopotamus?
Ooh. Leanne Rimes.
I want a hippopotamus.
I don't mind that song, but Leanne Rimes has a version, and she like overemphasized the words in it. I'm just like, no.
I don't like her anyway.
What is your this is a big debate. What is your take on the Paul McCartney song? Because I've been hearing a lot of people hate that song.
Okay, well...
And I don't mind it.
Goes,
I'll listen to it.
It's like, I think it's 50-50. I like it and I hate it.
I gotcha.
It makes me think of Christmas, so that's fun. That's exciting.
It's so goofy.
But he definitely... That was a phoning it in kind of day for Paul McCartney. You know, that was like, I'm high. I've got... what's her name?
Linda.
What was his lady? Yeah, Linda there for, like, I got like a key, I got a synth. She can play the tambourine. I'm right here. It's just like, I think it's just like, why not? I'm gonna do it.
I think he gets a check for like $400,000.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy money. And it's, you know, I find it a very, I think if this is the right term, but it's a very gross sounding song. I don't know if it's just it's a gross holiday song. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just like, ooh, this isn't musically pleasing, but I also
reminds me of Christmas.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not. Yeah, I think if I didn't hear it, I might actually be like, I didn't hear that this year, but. Don't worry, it's always played.
I mean, there are people that
again.
loathe that song.
Yeah, I get it, but I get it.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
I get that. Yeah. So yeah, What should we do? Should we take a commercial break?
Yeah. You should do like some like Christmas commercials.
Oh, of course, there's going to be some Christmas commercials.
Oh, wonderful!
You know I got some Christmas
I'm gonna
commercials
watch
coming.
that.
Yeah. So let's do this break.
Get a clue.
Get a job.
Get a haircut.
Get some hair.
Have some respect.
Have some prunes.
I ought to take this and just give it a pocket.
With new games like Ken Griffey Jr.'s Major League Baseball, Tetris Plus, and Donkey Kong Land 3,
The world is a better place.
Nice earrings.
Nice hearing aid.
What?
It's a world of celebration, joyful Yuletide expectation, where peace and love are felt throughout the land. It's an M&M's chocolate candy season, moms and Santas know the reason. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. All the world loves M&M's, they're pure milk chocolate joy for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Come meet my special Disney friend. We're here. We're all here.
Now, only at Hardee's when you buy any sandwich, fries, and Coca-Cola. Get a Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, or Uncle Scrooge stuffed toy for only $1.99. Collect all 5. A great gift value for kids of all ages.
It's here, it's all here at Hardee's.
When you have a taste for the holidays, you want a soft drink that tastes like the holidays. You want the crisp, clean choice that's everyone's favorite icebreaker. 7-Up, the Uncola. Because you never know who might drop in.
Stop by the Winter Wonderland for holiday savings on all 7-Up products. And make the season bright.
And now, ideas that give your holidays the personal touch. Try sprinkling sesame seed on buttered Pillsbury crescent rolls for a delicate, flaky, extra special dinner roll for the holidays. And for dessert, use your cookie cutters to make decorative holiday cutouts for a pie with Pillsbury All-Ready pie crusts. And stay tuned for more creative ideas from Pillsbury.
Perfect. What makes everything so lip-smacking? Lip-smacking, oh good. Who makes the one without rich creamy taste? Who makes the one?
Those are fun commercials. No, they were. I will sit on YouTube for a good chunk of change and just watch old Christmas commercials.
Well, yeah, there's classics.
I mean, the Ronald McDonald's ice skating one.
Mm-hmm.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Any old toy store commercials like Toys R Us or KB.
Oh, yeah.
And then they go through like, on sale this week. And you see the prices of stuff that is like astronomical today, like Star Wars figures, like $3.99.
It kills me.
Now it's like $300.99.
It just... Ugh.
Who was the guy? Who was the person? I don't want to, it could have been a woman. That reselling things.
the value, yeah.
Who bequeathed this loose Max Rebo figure is now worth.
We could do a whole episode on like
pricing,
scalpers and pricings and why people do it and all that good stuff.
It's like I do want to make money if I do sell anything.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought about this. This is probably not the right episode to be talking about it, but
this is happiness.
But I always thought that if I were rich,
yeah,
and money was no object, and I was able to buy whatever I wanted as far as like me, what I wanted in my collection, but then I was also going to go sell stuff. I have always thought to myself, I would buy full-on collections of certain toys that I know do well, like He-Man, Star Wars, the 80's stuff.
Yeah.
And I think if I set up, I would sell them at like $5.
Just so you could spread
the love, because I have the money.
Right.
I have it in my personal collection, and I know there's so many people out there who are actually genuine fans of this stuff and who aren't going to turn around and sell it, who they want these things in their collection so bad
would you vet them? Would you like go to their home?
I think in some
this
ways
looks like
you can,
a collection I respect.
some ways you can tell. You know,
All right.
you can tell who's the reseller and who's the fan.
Well, if you got that kind of money, I think you should vet them in some maybe have a guy at your beck and call. Look into this. See if he's worth the $5 Wonder Bread He-Man.
Because I think I would do that. I think it's like, because let's be real here. Honest. These toys are not worth the price that these people are charging. And they're charging it because people will pay it.
Yeah.
That's why they're charging it.
Yeah.
But in all reality, a piece of plastic this big
shouldn't be,
is not,
especially loose.
And this is a Warwick Davis, folks.
Oh, there we go.
This should not be over $5. No, it just shouldn't. But you know, it can go up to $300 for that.
Even loose?
Loose.
Wow.
Because people are ridiculous. Because that's what it's sold for. You know? Somebody bought it for that, so that's what it is, you know.
Who's that character?
Well, that's
what
the scalper. Anyway.
Thin mustache.
Let's get back to
Yes.
the Christmas joy and Christmas spirit. And away from those scalpers and Grinches.
Oh, they are.
Toy Grinches.
Humbuggers.
Yeah. A lot of humbuggery.
We are going to move on to Christmas movies. Which
Yeah, I put Christmas movies and specials in there.
I don't hold the specials as dear as you do.
I definitely
In fact,
do.
I'm not going to go into it for fear of retaliation. No, I'm just kidding.
What? You like what you like.
I know. Revisiting those things now, I was like, oh, okay. But I'm glad that you love those. Your Rankins.
Yeah, I do it every year. I mean, this is a list of things that I watch every single year.
Yeah.
And have watched. I mean, sure, there's modern stuff, but I mean, a lot of this stuff I saw when I was a kid, so I continued to watch it throughout the years. So, staples.
Yes. Mavis staples?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I have a list. I put out my stack of DVDs, and I go to town. I made a list now on my phone because I was forgetting things. I'm like, oh, I forgot to watch that. But I started with music. Why don't you?
Okay. So we got Daryl Hall and John Oates' "Christmas in Connecticut."
That's a thing.
It's not. I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
But I would watch it.
I would watch that.
So I'm gonna do specials first.
Okay. Break it down.
Rankin and Bass. I am a huge fan of Rankin and Bass. And Rankin and Bass,
sure.
folks. Oh yes, Rankin and Bass. Look at how. They were the geniuses behind Animagic, the stop motion,
that trademark,
wooden puppetry. Animagic, that is theirs. Animagic. Most people will know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
That's theirs. But there's also Frosty, because they did animated as well.
Mm-hmm.
They did the animated Hobbit.
Yes.
That's out there. They were responsible for Thundercats.
Were they?
Yep. Silverhawks. That's them as well. But Christmas, for me, they just go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, which has the Snow Miser and Heat Miser.
Nestor? Is that them?
Nestor, the long-eared donkey, Christmas donkey, which I hate, actually. I don't like that. Or the Little Drummer Boy. They did that as well. Don't like those.
Shining New Year?
Frosty and Rudolph's Shiny New Year. A Leprechaun's Christmas Gold.
Oh, that I've never heard of.
Pinocchio's Christmas.
That rings a bell.
And 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with the Little Mice.
Okay.
All classics to me. I watch them every single year. Alone, most of the time.
River's not into
My
those?
son likes some of them. And I think as he gets older, or when he gets to be an adult, I think he's going to look back at them fondly. But as an 11-year-old, I think he's kind of like, man, I don't really care. I don't really need to watch them. And Katie likes a few of them, but for the most part, it really is my thing, I guess.
Gotcha.
So I make sure I watch them. I could probably do a whole special on Rankin and Bass, and I'm sure I will down the road.
Yeah.
I also love Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay. Yeah.
I love Peanuts in general. The movie that came out in 2015.
Very good.
Love that thing.
Dug the hell out of that.
So, since that has been out, I watch that. Because that has a little bit of everything in it. That movie, they made sure to fit, like... They do everything in that movie. Everything that the Peanuts gang always did as specials, they crammed that in there, which was nice. What else? Oh, I love A Muppet Family Christmas, which is from 1987. And that is amazing to me.
About Emmett Otter.
Yeah, the Jug Band.
Yeah.
Yep. Emmett Otter. Jim Henson, man. The Muppets, everything. Love it. Christmas. But the Muppet Family Christmas was huge as a kid, and I actually get a little teary-eyed when I watch it as an adult, but because that was basically Jim Henson throwing up everything that he did onto the screen. It was Sesame Street, it was Fraggle Rock, and it was the Muppets, and they all were in this house together.
Henson universe.
It was amazing. And to me, it's still a feat of genius. Like, when I watch it every year, I'm just like, this is amazing. Talk about a crossover.
For Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Another one I really like a lot is the Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, yes. I can back that one up.
I love that.
It might be my favorite rendition of a Christmas.
And I also really love... I bring it up and only a few people know what I'm talking about, but there's a Yogi Christmas special. It's a Yogi Bear Christmas special. And it's got...
Because then that crossover as well?
It does have a few... I mean, it has...
Something like Snagglepuss.
Yeah, yeah, he's in there. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's great. Hanna-Barbera is top notch to me. That's my thing. I wasn't a Looney Tunes person. It was always Hanna-Barbera. So those are the specials that I always watch. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but those I make sure are on there. As far as movies, obviously I love A Christmas Story.
Yes.
Since I was a kid, and obviously that is a staple every single year. When cable was a thing, I definitely did the 24 hours of A Christmas Story. Yeah. Now I just watch it on Blu-ray. I love A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
I need to revisit that one. That was one I never connected with.
Love it. Love it. Obviously, Christmas Vacation. I really like March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Oh, Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy.
Nice.
Since I was a kid, I liked that thing, and it's creepy. It's weird. Anybody that I've shown who hasn't seen it agrees that it's pretty creepy. But I think it's because I grew up with it.
That was always that PIX.
Yeah, WPIX. Yeah, Channel 11. March of the Wooden Soldiers. But now you can get the colorized version on Amazon Prime. It's just like, you just stream it.
Yeah.
So I watch that.
Nice.
And I still love it. It just brings me back. Makes me feel all Christmassy and nostalgic. What do we got here? Home Alone. Truth be told, I'm not the biggest fan of those movies. Those first two Home Alone movies. People really love them.
I love them. I could quote them verbatim. They're not good movies.
Yeah,
sometimes that hits me, where I'm just like, oh God, like what?
Out of the two, I like one better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even watch.
I do watch it every year.
Same here.
But it's more for River.
Okay.
And
one of his favorites.
And Katie.
Okay.
Now it's for Katie. But when River was it was always River. Because I could have done without it. But I make sure, one is on there.
Yeah.
And I actually like the Santa Claus.
Oh. Not part of my rotation, but I've been trying to work it in for the past couple of years. I actually like maybe the exception of 3, because that was kind of like phoned in.
I like 3 because of Martin Short.
Yes, he's excellent at it. But I really like part 2.
And I like them all, actually.
There's that scene in part 2 where they're at like a faculty Christmas party and everybody's just down and just not having a good time, and they start opening up like vintage toys that they wanted as kids, and, and it gets lively and everybody's having a good time, and it's like, that's awesome. I wanted this as a kid,
So yeah, I like those movies. Die Hard, of course.
Yes.
I mentioned Trading Places.
I've never thought of that one as a Christmas, but maybe it's time to.
Yeah, it takes place during the Christmas time.
Yeah. It's got the dirty Christmas Santa.
It's
outfit.
hilarious.
Oh, it's an excellent movie.
And we watch it every year.
Okay, maybe I have to.
Batman Returns.
Yes, thank you.
Watch it every year, and that's actually some of these movies are on our Christmas party list coming up.
Oh, nice.
Gremlins, of course. And like with movies like I said, Trading Places, Die Hard, Batman Returns, Gremlins, I watch anytime. I don't need to specifically watch them during Christmas.
It helps.
But I do.
Yeah.
What else do I got on here? Oh, Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yeah.
I watch them every year.
Yep.
And even though 2 is just half of 1.
Previously on Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
I usually just fast forward
Yeah.
through those parts and get to his like interview stuff, and then
his
the last
eyebrows.
half hour.
Yeah. You want to get to those eyebrows for sure, because they're very animated. But yeah, those are the. I mean, those are yours. That's it.
All right, I got a lot of crossover. Obviously, Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big debate with some circles. It's a Christmas movie. But it can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got Christmas music.
Oh, I do the Pee-wee.
Oh, yes.
I do the Pee-wee Christmas
special. They just did a marathon of that. I actually really like Die Hard 2. So I work that in the schedule. We've got Elf. Love Elf. Just watched that recently. I'm trying to think of Christmas specials that I like. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia did a Christmas episode. It is hilarious. I enjoy watching that. There's going to be a lot of crossover here. Christmas Vacation, obviously. Home Alone. It's a Wonderful Life. Love It's a Wonderful Life.
Scrooged. I enjoy Scrooge.
Nice. Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
I don't usually watch that
it's
one.
not my favorite Christmas Carol story, but I do like it.
I never got into that one. I saw it in theaters. I don't know. We watched it last year at our work party, and I was like, oh, I'm missing this one. Krampus. Love Krampus.
I thought I did.
You don't?
And then I watched it a third time, and I was like, you know what?
It's basically Christmas Vacation if a monster.
Yeah, you can see. I guess. I have some issues with it. And I wish you could actually see what's happening in the film.
There's too much.
It's just dark.
Gotcha.
There's like, you can't It's like, what?
What? Tales from the Crypt. The
first episode?
First episode. Have to watch that.
Robert Zemeckis.
Some Larry Drake action. Own it, but I refuse to watch it, and that is the Christmas.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's difficult to get through.
Yeah, I tried to show Katie, and she was not having it.
I even tried to watch it with like riff tracks, Mystery Science Theater riffing, and even that's difficult. I only hang on to this for the fact that the bootleg, because it doesn't exist, the guy put like an hour of Star Wars commercials. So I watched those instead of actually watching.
Yeah, it's a rough special, guys.
The Long Kiss Goodnight.
That's a fantastic movie.
I
have it on
love
Blu-ray. I love that movie.
love
but I didn't think about it.
Action movies that take place at Christmas.
I guess so. You're Shane Black. So
yes,
that's
what
kindred spirit with Shane Black.
I mean, White Christmas. Nah. I mean, if people are going to debate that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, even though this is called White Christmas, it's not really a Christmas movie. It doesn't really show up to the final 5 minutes.
I'll take still. Black Christmas.
Speaking of Black Christmas, I want to revisit the remake because I feel like maybe there's been enough time there.
Black Xmas.
Xmas.
Didn't even bother.
Always have to watch The Office Christmas special. It's the series finale. Still get choked up watching it. What else? Oh, you didn't mention this one, but I will. Love Actually. Hokey as shit, but I adore this film. Another one I can quote verbatim. What'd you say?
I don't watch movies like that. I don't. I just...
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I've told you. I don't... Yeah, I just...
Oh, here's a good one. The Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
Wouldn't even be on my radar. Unless there's a dragon.
No dragons.
Or he,
no dragon.
Does some weird sight gags and...
he's weird in it.
That
helps.
Zucker Brothers stuff going on.
Miracle. Haven't revisited the remake in a while, but that's decent. I think that's pretty much it. I love a good Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Both cinematic Titanic and the Mystery Science version.
Yeah. About Jingle All the Way.
Can't do it.
Come on.
Can't.
No, I don't like it either.
Okay.
Turbo Man.
He mentioned this, Pee-wee.
Oh, yeah.
With,
there it is.
All the lovely B and C-list celebs. You got some Grace Jones action. Charo.
Mm-hmm. Feliz Navidad.
Shout Factory came out with a wonderful...
It's on my list.
Of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and coming out this year is part 2.
Yeah, they're both on my list. I'm going to get those.
Then I like to watch the Community Christmas episodes, The Office Christmas episodes. Oh, Mr. Bean. He has a couple Christmas episodes that... The Simpsons, the very first Simpsons episode I have to watch. But it's a lot of TV watching in a small span, and I've never not watched all of these. And then I try and work in new stuff, like Lethal Weapon. It's another one I try to watch. Like you said, Batman Returns, which you do a whole episode on Batman Returns. I think that movie is kind of underrated.
Oh, it's my favorite Batman movie.
Kind of underrated.
For me. It always has been.
I think, even though I have a sweet spot for the original with Nicholson.
Yeah, I love the original. It's like Returns and the original for me. And then Batman Begins.
From the one
those are my
by
Batman.
the entire...
Those are my Batman movies.
Gotcha. But yeah, I love Christmas movies. Whenever I think of ideas for movies, I try and work in Christmas. Just because I think it's the dichotomy of the peaceful and wonderment versus...
You should check out this Christmas movie. It's called Happy Holidays. It's
that's a thing? Is that one of yours? I'd be happy to. Oh, where's that? There's one... Actually, let me see if I can grab it real quick as he goes off camera. Where is it? It's the one I was telling you about where is it? I'm not going to be able to find it, are I? Damn it. It's pretty much the movie that... Oh, I found it. Called Deadly Games.
Yeah. You did. Yeah, you wanted. We should watch that.
Now we could. Yeah, it's the perfect time. It's basically the director of this wanted to sue John Hughes because of Home Alone, because he feels like that he stole Home Alone from this movie, and it's basically about a kid setting booby traps to.
Is it dubbed?
I think so.
Is it subtitles?
We'll find out. Might be a little bit of both. Is
it all region or just the? It's only going to be.
I was told it was all region.
Okay, well we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. But basically, he's trying. I don't know if he's trying to catch Santa or that Santa is evil. I mean, he's got a knife in the photo here, the drawing. So, Deadly Games.
Cool. We gotta add that.
Yes.
So normally we would go from the main topics right into showing off something
from our collection.
From the collection or what we picked up, something that was going to go into the time capsule.
Yes.
But we have something special.
Yes.
For this episode. We're going to show you a huge pickup.
My entire...
We're going to show off Chris Tansky's magical, geeky, everything collection.
Yes, everything.
It's a little bit of everything, pop culture and everything that he loves. And it's all rolled into one tasty room.
So enjoy.
And it had me rigid.
Hello. Hi. Oh. This is different. We don't usually do this kind of setup.
No. So what are we doing here, Tansky?
I'm going to show some of my wares. You've always talked about seeing it, and this is the first time Chris has actually been here.
That's right.
So I'm going to take you around. It's organized madness, as I call it. I have very specific proclivities. But I also have my paintbrush and way too many paint cans. This is my entire Star Wars collection from the original, whatever number they came out with. These I've had since I was 4 or 2 even. I mean, because there's the original figures from A New Hope. I don't have blue Snaggletooth, unfortunately. Never pulled the trigger on that one, but I did get a yak face. I found that at a decent price years ago.
Ooh, yakety yak.
And I love these. These are like hard to find, these action figure cases.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. This would be.
I mean, they were. I found them on the internet, and then they just stopped getting made. But then some of them pop up from time to time. And I mean, they're kind of pricey, but if you buy a bunch of them, the price goes down.
Yeah.
But yeah. This is my record player.
I am one of those as well.
Not recently, but the last 5 or 6 years, I've really gotten into vinyl. Most of my horror vinyl is Baguette Fright Rags, so this is more like, like Ferris Bueller.
Herman's Hermits. Yeah, I get it. The Partridge Family.
Non-horror affair. Summer School, of course.
Mm-hmm. Boingo Boingo.
My 45s. The funny thing about these is I couldn't find these for years. And then when I was packing up to move, I was getting rid of some of the kids' old, school projects. And I almost threw out a box, but I decided to take a look at it. And at the bottom of the box was all my 45s.
That's great.
That I've been looking for.
Yeah, I have some that I have no idea where they are.
I got freaking the book on records that I had as a kid. This was my... I was for years I was trying to reclaim this, but the prices were just too high. So when I found a box with all those in there, I lost it. Let's see. This is a funny story. This is a hand rest, armrest,
yes.
sorry.
Yes.
From Cine 8. the theater I started working at, actually 25 years ago today.
Wow.
So
On
we
Black
call it
Friday.
Absolute Cineate because it looks like the Absolute ads.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's the dogs.
They've heard you. They've heard me.
This is my board game collection. I love board games based on movies, as you can tell.
Yeah. How's that crawl doing for you?
It's awesome. That's actually a decent game. Mind you, I've only played most of these once because I don't make time, which I should. I got Cloak and Dagger, the board game, at RetroCon years ago. I was like, they made a board game? And then to be continued.
Yes.
It's a lot of my kids' games mixed in too, but it's starting to become overwhelming. There's my Ghostbusters Firehouse and Ecto and some of the figures. I was a fool. They were annoying to me, so I cut the tips off the
guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that wouldn't be happening. On the floor here, I also see I get into way too many things. Love trading cards. Love trading cards. But I used to keep them in like the plastic cases.
Yeah.
And display them that way. But I was like, I'm not looking at the cards, so I went back to the thing I got rid of. Put them in the plastic. Let's see. Parks and Rec. My wrestling.
What do you know about wrestling?
Not much. Enough. There's Carl Custom.
Yeah. Fantastic.
These are like the cars, pop culture cars of my life. Ecto, 18 van, Enterprise.
Tron bikes.
Yeah.
Kit.
Got the guys. Oh, there he is. I don't have the...
Only $175.
Actually found one of the kids' toys where the zip thing actually worked.
Oh, yeah.
That's apropos.
That's Tron Legacy's box office.
I have a kit, but it's like the repurposed kit from like 5 years ago. But I do still have Michael Knight, which I think he's in there somewhere. I got the General Lee with two guys and Boss Hog sitting in the back. Got my original Jabba.
Yeah.
Which at the toy show,
he's on my list.
They were selling replacement parts, like legit replacement parts. So I was able to bring it back together again. Simpsons, big Simpsons fan, even though it's waned over the years since they're on season 400.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've watched it since season 11.
I'm sitting on episode 1 of season 30, and I'm just like, can I stop? And I'm not sure. We'll see. Once I get like 15 deep that I haven't watched, I'll probably tap out. Love posters, working at a movie theater for many years. Even though these posters weren't available to me, but...
I bet that man from the cereal.
Yeah. Is there money in it? I think there might be.
There is. It's from 1989.
And then many magazines. From Mad to
voluptuous
comics. This is a swath for my childhood blanket. Superman. Let's see, anything cool in here? Viewmasters, movie novelizations. Never got the Millennium Falcon as a kid, but when I was in my late
20s. I asked for it for Christmas, and my old man got it for me. And I was like, I was kidding him. Wrestling, Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man are my 2 favorite wrestlers of all time. So I erected a shrine to them. But then I have a very addictive habit, so I kept collecting more and more figures of my favorite wrestlers over the years.
Look at that punk.
Love these IKEA cases. I know, Chris,
Me
you
too.
have a couple of them yourself. Then Chad will be excited. We got some Hasbros and some Gloobs.
It's an ocean. It's waves of bemuscled beefcakes.
Glistening.
Brutus.
Next is my other obsession, which is Indiana Jones merchandise.
Now, these figures are pricey. I don't know how many years it took you to get some of these.
I mean, I had them all as a kid, and then over time they just went away of the dodo. I kept a couple, but while I was working at Media Play, one of my managers was like, "You're into this kind of stuff. I have all these Raiders of the Lost Ark toys. Do you want to buy them? I'm trying to save up for a trip." And I said, "Yes, please." So I was able to reclaim all the toys that I no longer really had.
That's amazing. And then, am I wrong in thinking that Well of Souls in box, she had that? Did they make Temple of Doom back in the day?
Yep.
Just like a limited?
There was like 3 figures total.
Okay.
So you had Mola.
But then they did them again, right? When they did the new
Yes.
movie?
They're in
They
here.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Temple's my favorite.
Right. There's magazines that came out. Got a bunch of those. Comic adaptations. I guess I feel like I have a thing for men in fedoras, because if we go to your right...
Or just men in general.
Well, that too. Is my obsession with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, come on. It's really Robert Englund.
Yes. So if I can get that V figure, there we go.
Ah, Mr. Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Mid-90s I was obsessed with, working at Media Play. So every movie I would try and lap up and watch.
Ted. Oh man, you got Thunder.
Yes.
Those guys are crazy expensive now.
Yes, the Bill and Ted phone booth was a product of 3 a.m. eBaying. Someone had their auction end at like 3:30 in the morning.
I still had mine.
And nobody had bid on it. So I got it for like $10. It's missing the antenna, but I don't care.
Mine was in pieces when I went back down to my old room.
This is my holy grail. I will never get rid of that. It is the Kraken from Clash of the Titans. And I got all the figures and Pegasus in box. And that's all that came out for Clash of the Titans.
I like these collections. Hey, more of this guy?
Yeah. This is where it gets out of hand just a tad.
Not quite enough.
No, I've seen crazy ones. Let's see what we got down here. We got more figures. My next door neighbor, when I lived at home, her like nephew worked at New Line Cinemas, so he sent her for me a bunch of Freddy stuff. So this is like stuff that no one probably has a lot of. Like it came with a coffin, and I just throw some the toy, the extra heads in there. Let's see. These are my original 3D glasses from when I saw it in theater.
I still have mine.
This is another holy grail item, if I can get it out here. It's the Freddy, I think Collegeville
Halloween costume. I got the Max FX in the back. There's another prized item. That's just gonna take everything down. So
Is this the soundtracks?
no, these are the hardcover kids books that came out. I found these at the toy show at Village Gate.
Huh.
Alright, let's see here. Actually, here's my folder for my Freddy. Oh shit. I didn't know these were in here. I joined the Freddy fan club and it came with a folder. One Christmas, my dad got me the press kit from Nightmare 5. Here is a complete sticker album.
Oh, yeah.
But here, look at these things. Hardcover. Adaptation.
That's amazing. I didn't even know they existed.
No, neither did I. So I saw them on this guy's table. I'm like, I lifted up off my feet and was dragged over to them. And I'm like, oh my god, how much? She was like, I don't know. Let me call. And she was like $20. And I'm like, for all of them? She was like, yeah. I'm like, it's sold. Here's $1 extra for your trouble.
That's great.
There you go, guys. There's that guy. There's the soundtrack to Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, Freddy chopsticks. Come on. Next is my shrine to the Karate Kid. That poster is the very first thing I ever bought with a credit card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I have a credit card now. I can buy things on credit. This is when I met the boys. Later that weekend, I would piss next to Johnny and Crease.
They'll always remember. You smelled it.
Another late night eBay grab that is normally
from the toy set.
Yeah, normally uber expensive. They had it ending at like some
they really
stupid time.
Really gouged the parents back in the day.
Yeah.
Here's
cardboard
and a little
put a little display of the reaction figures. Some Jason Edmiston art. Found that at a crazy good price. Love books. Never read them, but love books. I especially love adaptations like Sean Robert. I don't have nearly the same collection he does, but I'm proud of it. You like this one?
Mm-hmm. See him peeking in there.
Just a walk-in.
Walking.
And then Jaws figures. Jaws is in my top 5. So couldn't pass up. And then my DVDs and Blu-rays. Not a lot. I had to downsize. And instead of getting rid of them all, I just put them in a giant Case Logic folder, which is on the ground there. I mean, look at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. But now this thing's filled, so I don't know what to do. And more posters. And
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Like these over here.
Edmiston art. Zorno art. Matthew Skiff.
Mr. Barton. But I really want to get these. Folks, look at these.
Mint on covers. Robin Hood.
Hilarious. 1991, folks. 27 years. Whew.
So yeah.
All right.
That's my little home away from home. Thank you for taking a look at it. If you need to make any offers, just reach me. Just kidding. So yes, that is my my stuff.
Sitting here, it's just like, you know?
I did not throw out a lot of things for my childhood, and I've kept it, but I display it nicely. It's I got shelves and I'm proud of.
It is a well-maintained, well-manicured geek room.
It took forever to pack, to move, and then re-set up. But yeah, I'm proud of it. A lot of stuff that doesn't get seen or used, but I try and take it out once in a while. Oh, that sounds terrible. Like the board games. I love board games, but I never play them.
You know,
it's this weird only child thing. Like, I had so many board games as a kid, and I just didn't have anybody to play them with.
We really got to kick in the board game night again.
I think so. That was fun.
Because you've got some good stuff that I think everyone would probably have a hoot playing.
Yes. Crawl?
One of those.
They want to play Crawl? What's Crawl? Oh, you should watch Crawl. Crawl's awesome.
So that's it.
Yes. But not for us, because we're going to do a couple, maybe one or two more of these Christmas
there'll be more Christmas specials, and you know, we'll do some from the Christmas cave as well, or the Christmas house, if you will.
Oh, you should see his house.
The house, you definitely should see
the house
it
that
now.
Christmas built. I've seen some.
You've seen a little bit of it.
Yes.
Actually, today we're putting up the tree.
Yes.
We're going to get a real tree every year. I cut it down myself with my teeth.
Oh.
Now we go and get it.
I think we might be going tomorrow. Or Sunday.
That's it. So yeah. So get ready, folks.
Yes, it's just beginning.
Build up that Christmas spirit, the passion.
Put together your Christmas music list, your playlist.
Yeah, talk to us. Let us know.
What movies do you watch? That's your homework assignment. America.
Yeah.
What movies do you watch around this time? Did we miss some? We're like, oh, you guys really need to see Surviving Christmas.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Or Reindeer Games.
Things like that. Things that I'll never watch.
Oh. Never. You can't. You might convince me, but maybe
yeah.
But I've seen
I'm
those.
a little more stubborn.
And if they're not in the collection, then he is stubborn.
All right. That's it.
See you soon.
Merry Christmas.